What's up, guys? I'm Vile Self. I've got a bit of a interesting commentary for you today. It's Need for Speed, but you know what? It's a bit of a hybrid. It's Need for Speed and Call of Duty. I know I just trying something out in this commentary, so watch it and let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk a little bit today about school. Everybody's back to school today, so it's the back to school blues. Some of you might be excited, some of you might hate it. You know, everybody's got their preferences on school. But I'm here to talk a little bit about it and what it's like to be a new student. You know, if you're entering a new school or obviously you're going into a new grade. Um, Hopefully you didn't fail your last grade, so hopefully you're entering a new grade. And you gotta meet new friends and you gotta meet new people and new teachers and new classes and new courses and all this kind of stuff that can be pretty scary for a kid of all ages. You know, whether you're young, like just starting off kindergarten, grade 1, or even all the way up through high school and beyond. You know, meeting new people is not always easy, and you know, facing rejection is definitely one of the hardest things that anybody will ever have to go through. And school is one of those places where you could get rejected very easily, and it could definitely turn you off for the most part. So, you know, if you're the kind of guy or girl that's starting a new school and you know you're afraid to make new friends, you know you're shy, you don't really know who to talk to, I'm gonna give you a couple pointers that you know might help you get through the day a little better. So what you do if you go to school and let's say you don't know anybody there, you're all alone, you have no friends, but you want to make some friends. Obviously you want to be able to hang out with somebody or talk to somebody. You want to be social or something, but how do you know who to hang out with? How do you know who to approach? Well, there's some certain things you can look for, like, for instance, let's say you like sports. So you like sports, so pay attention to the kids in your class or the kids around your school that tend to be more sports orientated. They might be wearing, you know, a jersey to school, or they might have brought like a basketball with them, or you might see them outside at lunch break, you know, playing in the field, kicking a soccer ball around or something like that. If you like sports, try to associate yourself with people who also like sports, because then that's the icebreaker right there. You got something in common with them, so you can easily, you know, start a friendship based on that alone. Another example could be like, let's say if you like games, like every school I've ever been to, there's always this group of kids, and I've been a part of this group, that sits in the cafeteria at lunch or at break and they play games, whether it's card games or, you know, Game Boy, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, anything like that at all. If you like games, associate with yourself with people who also like games. Talk to these people. You'll have something in common with them. Check out the clothes people are wearing. Somebody might be wearing a shirt like a Simpsons shirt. If you like the Simpsons, then hey, you got something in common with that person. At least it's something to start off with. You might not be able to be best friends with this person, you know. This person might not want to be your friend, but at least it's something that will make it worth a shot to try. It's better than going up to any random person and just being like, hey, could I be your friend? Like, you need some sort of reason to talk to people, otherwise they're gonna probably think you're a weirdo. Um, be yourself. That's the one of the biggest things. Although that's a very difficult thing to do at times because, for example, I'll give you an example. When somebody tells me to be myself, I can't do it because myself is loud, I'm obnoxious, I'm vulgar, I'm mean, and I'm a lot of other things that I really can't be around most people. So when somebody says be yourself, I look at them and I say, you know what, you don't want that. I'm just gonna be a respectful guy. You know, I know my place. I know who to respect, and that's it. I know when to keep my mouth shut, and I know how to mind my P's and Q's for the most part. Nobody's perfect, of course, but I do what I can. But if they say be yourself, then I want to jump around and go crazy like a monkey, because that's what I am. I like jumping around and going crazy and being loud and obnoxious and yelling and screaming, and I just like that. I like being obnoxious. I don't know why, but that's just how I am. So when somebody says be yourself and I can't really be myself, it's kind of weird. So as for school, if somebody says be yourself, of course be yourself, but you got to do it within a limit. You know, if you're a guy like me and you're kind of, you know, crazy and slightly retarded, I guess, then got to tone it down a bit, obviously, because people are going to think you're a weirdo and nobody's going to want to talk to you. Then again, there are other people like that, so they might see those character traits and they might say, hey, that person's like me. I want to be their friend. It happens. That's, friendships are made in the weirdest of ways, and all you have to do to make friends is put yourself out there. That's all you have to do. You have to make yourself available. And one of the worst things you can do, if somebody approaches you and says, hey, new kid, what's your name? Do you want to hang out with us? Just say yes. Don't be shy. Don't say no because you're shy. Don't reject people who are trying to help you. Because if worse comes to worse, you'll hang out with these people. If it doesn't work out, then you don't have to hang out with them anymore. But the bottom line is, this is your opportunity to make new friends, and if they're approaching you, then they're just making it a million times easier for you. So there's nothing to be scared of if somebody approaches you. Try to be accepting of this. And I learned this the hard way, because when I was younger, I would say I was about 8 or 9 years old. I think I was starting grade 3. I went to a brand new school, brand new town. I knew nobody at all. And I joined in the class, and first day of school, this kid comes up to me and says, hey, we're going to play mini sticks hockey at recess. You want to come play? We got extra sticks. And I said, no thanks, I'm fine. Leave me alone kind of thing. I just wanted to be alone. I was so shy, I did not want to talk to anybody. So I spent, not only that day, but I spent the first probably week or two by myself, because I told this kid I didn't want to play with him, and that was the one and only time he ever asked me. So it took me to have to build up the courage to finally approach them and say, hey, can I play with you guys this time? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, come on. But I regretted not saying yes the first time, because I spent a couple weeks of loneliness due to a dumb decision I made to say no to these guys. And I don't know why I said no, but I did, and I paid for it. So if somebody's trying to help you out, do it. Go for it. Be their friend. Be friends with as many people as possible, or be friends with 1 or 2 people. It doesn't matter. But just don't be afraid to make friends. School is going to be a blast. School is a blast. I miss school. I'm done school now. I'm a full-time worker. But I miss school, man. I miss the social aspect of school. I even miss the classes. I miss the learning. School's a lot of fun, and you guys should really enjoy it while you can. And of course, I'm speaking to the younger crowd here. I don't know if I have any older fans watching here. But either way, enjoy school, live it up, and have fun with it. Vile Self, out.